All right, let's take a look at Chapter 10, Geometry. 10.1, Points, Lines, Planes, and Angles. Grab your worksheet. We're going to fill in some definitions. Our first definition is a point is a dot on a plane with no dimension and labeled with capital letters. In geometry, a line is straight, has no curves, no thickness, and it extends in both directions without end. A plane is a flat surface, like our piece of paper, with no thickness, and it extends forever. Now we've got our picture. An angle is formed by two lines joined together at a point called a vertex. We can call this angle CBA, angle ABC, angle 1, or because there's just one angle, we could also call it angle B. This is the vertex, two sides of our angle. An acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. This angle would be an example of an acute angle. A right angle is an angle measuring exactly 90 degrees. We designate a right angle as having this symbol, designates a right angle. An obtuse angle is an angle measuring over 90 degrees, but still less than 180 degrees. A 140 degree angle would be an example of an obtuse angle. A straight angle measures exactly 180 degrees. It makes a straight line. Two complementary angles are two angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees. They would form a right angle. Angle A and angle B form a right angle. Angle A and angle B would be complementary. And supplementary are two angles whose measures add up to 180 degrees. So two angles, A and B, whose measures add up to 180 degrees, their angles would also form a straight angle. All right, so we've got our definitions for point, line, plane, angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, complementary angles, and supplementary angles. Now let's try some practice problems. Let's take a look. Find the measure of angle DBC. We can see that angle CBA is a right angle. Therefore, the measure of these two angles, CBD and DBA, should add up to 90 degrees. If we subtract the 62 over, x equals 28 degrees. All right, let's try another one. If angle ABD is 66 degrees greater than angle DBC, find the measure of each angle. So what we need to do is we need to call one angle a variable. And if angle ABD is 66 degrees larger, does that make sense? What should these two angles add up to? They form a straight angle or two supplementary angles, so they should add up to 180, x plus 66. If we combine like terms, 180 equals 2x plus 66. If I subtract the 66 over, 2x equals 114. And if I divide by the 2, x equals 57 degrees. That would be this angle. And if we add 66 to that, we should get x plus 66 equals 123 degrees. We found both angles. All right, our next definition is vertical angles. We've got two lines here, and we have some geometry tick marks going on. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. What those pairs of angles are called is vertical angles. So vertical angles are across from each other when two lines intersect, and they are congruent. Two angles that are across from one another when two lines intersect, angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical angles. All right, our last definitions for the day. Alternate interior angles. So when we have two lines cut by a transversal, they create some unique pairs of angles. The inside, right in here, is the interior. So if we're talking about alternate interior angles, that would be 5 and 4 are both inside, interior, and they're on opposite sides of the transversal. So 5 and 4 are alternate interior angles. And also we have another pair, angle 3 and angle 6 are also alternate interior angles. Next, looking at the alternate exterior angles, here's our exterior of our two lines cut by a transversal. So our alternate pair of exterior angles, angle 2 would be alternate and exterior with angle 7. And angle 1 would also be alternate with and exterior with angle 8. Alternate exterior. And the last thing we have is corresponding angles. If two angles, angle 1 and angle 5, are in the same spot of the intersection of the other line, they are corresponding. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 2 and angle 6. Angle 4 is corresponding with angle 8. Angle 7 is corresponding with angle 3. Using our vertical angle definitions, let's solve for angles 1, 2, and 3. Angle 1 is vertical with our given angle, so angle 1 should equal 68 degrees. What's the relationship between our given angle, and angle 2? They are supplementary, so 68 plus our angle 2 should be equal to 180. If we subtract the 68, x equals 112. And if this is 112, angle 3 is vertical, so angle 3 would also be 112. All right, we read, and now we're going to find. The measure of the angle is 12 degrees greater than its complement. So the complements add up to 90. If x is the angle, its complement is x plus 12. Combine like terms, subtract the 12 over. 9 equals 2x plus 12 minus 12. 2x equals 78. So x is going to equal 39 degrees. Its complement would be 51 degrees. And finally, the measure of an angle is 56 degrees larger than its complement. Complements add to 90. Combine our like terms. Subtract the 56. 2x equals 34. X equals 17 degrees. So x plus 56 should be 73 degrees. Now let's try some homework.